Hello everybody, WorldwideRailfan here, back with yet another episode of Rebuilt. This episode is about the GE AC44C6M. Our story begins in 1995 when Norfolk Southern took delivery of 125 brand new General Electric C40-9 locomotives. These units were based on the significantly more popular C40-9Ws and C44-9Ws built for other railroads. Originally, NS planned to purchase a larger order of these standard cab units because the standard cab units cost less than the wide cabs, but the FRA eventually required NS to order the safer wide cab units. These standard cab -9s were numbered from 8764 to 8888. The classification has the C denoting the C-C 6-axle wheel arrangement, the 40 representing the 4,000 horsepower, and the 9 denoting the model series. All units were equipped with large air conditioning units on the top of the cabs, earning them the name top hats. These units were equipped with GE 7FDL-16 prime movers, B13B traction motors, GE pneumatic steel bells, and various horns such as K5LAs, K3LAs, P5s, and RS5Ts. Here are some samples. After taking delivery of the 125 C40-9s, NS took delivery of 1,090 C40-9Ws, which were mechanically identical to the top hats, but with a safer and arguably better looking wide cab. These units were widely more popular with other railroads, as the C40-9s were only purchased by Norfolk Southern, and the C40-9Ws and C44-9Ws were purchased by other railroad giants such as Santa Fe, BC Rail, BNSF, Canadian Pacific, Chicago and Northwestern, CSX, Southern Pacific, and Union Pacific. All NS units were delivered between 1997 and 2004. They were numbered from 8889 to 9978, continuing after the last C40-9, number 8888. Their classification was the same as the C40-9s, but with the W at the end, denoting the GE wide cab. On NS, all units were reclassified from C40-9W to C44-9W because between 2013 and 2014, NS upgraded all units from 4,000 horsepower to 4,400 horsepower. NS-9s are some of the most common units on NS, with a total of 1,215 -9s on the roster, and it's easy to say that the -9s are the backbone of Norfolk Southern's motive power fleet. Beginning in 2015, NS began a large new and ambitious program to overhaul its entire fleet of standard cab -9s. Units 4000 and 4001 were the first to be overhauled, all done by General Electric and American Motive Power Inc. in Dansville, New York. Following 4000 and 4001 in this program were 4002 through 4005. These first 6 units in the program were all painted in special schemes with a colored main on the cab and a gray long hood. 4000 and 4001 were blue and gray, 4002 and 4003 were black and gray with a red stripe, and 4004 and 4005 were black and gray with a blue stripe. 4000 and 4001 were nicknamed Sonic Bonnets, and 4002 and 4003 were nicknamed Shadow Bonnets, after their paint schemes reminiscent of the characters in the Sonic video games. Changes in this overhaul included replacing the electrical cabinet, replacing the older -9 wide cab with the newer Gevo-style wide cab, new trucks, new traction motors, PTC and DPU capabilities, and upgraded emissions technology, bringing the units to EPA Tier 1 Plus particle emission regulation. Most notably, they were converted from direct current to alternating current traction, which is overall easier to maintain for the railroad. The AC44C6M classification is a big departure from the previous C44-9W classification. The AC means that the engine now utilizes alternating current traction, the 44 denotes the 4,400 horsepower, the C denotes that this unit has 6 axles, the 6 denotes that the 6 axles on this unit are all powered by 6 separate traction motors, and the M means modified according to Norfolk Southern. All units retain their original horns and bells for the most part, which were the same as the C40-9s. Units 4000 through 4106 and 4108 through 4124 are all rebuilt from C40-9s, and 4107 and 4125 through 4599 are rebuilt from C44-9Ws, although the entire fleet of wide cab -9s is planned to be overhauled. The predicted final range of the fleet numbers for AC44C6Ms will be units 4000 through 5214. NS has a deal with GE/Wabtec to overhaul about half of the AC44C6Ms instead of NS in-house. A spotting feature for the in-house overhaul units is that they have a DC to AC waveform on the side of the cab, while the GE/Wabtec overhaul units don't have this paint feature, excluding 4000 and 4001. Speaking of 4001, on April 14, 2017, NS Train 593 derailed in McVeytown, Pennsylvania, with the 4001 Blue Main unit trailing. Luckily, all crew members survived with only minor injuries, but 4001 was heavily damaged, and as of now, it was just recently rebuilt in Altoona, Pennsylvania. It just recently entered service. AC44C6Ms will be rebuilt at many sites including Altoona, Pennsylvania by NS, Roanoke, Virginia by NS, Erie, Pennsylvania by GE/Wabtec, and Fort Worth, Texas by GE/Wabtec. Overall, the AC44C6M began a trend of railroads converting their large fleets of older direct current General Electric locomotives to alternating current General Electric units. Similar programs include BNSF converting C44-9s into AC44C4Ms, CP converting AC44CWs into AC44CWMs, and CSX converting AC44CWs into AC44CMs and AH44CMs. In addition to these programs done by other railroads, Norfolk Southern even tried a secondary C6M-like program designed to be a less heavy-duty program to save money. It used locomotive parts made by CAF, and it didn't replace the locomotive's cab. Only one unit, number 8520, was ever rebuilt, and it was significantly less reliable, and it was considered a flop. It was classified to AC44C6CF, with the CF denoting the CAF parts. 8520 was painted into a cool red main paint scheme. Many rail fans seem to like the C6M program for some reason, but personally I don't like it because it takes boring NS-9s and makes them even less diverse, replacing many unique horns with the same raised letter K5LAs and putting them all in the same paint scheme, excluding the specially painted 6 units. I guess it's good for the railroads though, because it saves money, as an overhaul is much cheaper than purchasing new locomotives. Eventually, I think every railroad will overhaul their older GEs to be alternating current units, and you can already see that with the railroads previously mentioned rebuilding locomotives. Overall, the message I'd say is to catch the Dash 9s while you can. In a few years from now, Dash 9s will be highly sought after engines on virtually every Class 1, as they're rebuilt into AC variants. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been yet another episode of Rebuilt. Looks like YouTube removed the poll feature for whatever reason, so I'm not sure what engine I'll do next episode. I've already written the script for the NSBP4 program, so I think that'll be the next episode. After that, I'll have to decide between the CSX SD40-3 program and the NS SD40E program. The Metro F40 rebuild program has been postponed until I have some footage of Metro F40s of my own. As of now, there's a possibility I'll be going to Chicago late this summer, so hopefully that'll happen. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.